Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm Chucky2009, and today I'm up here in New Hampshire with
Jim Colt from Hypertherm.
All right. So what are we going to be having a look at today, Jim?
Well, this is one of the machines in my shop. I've had this machine for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years here in the shop. It's not the first CNC machine in here, but it's a little commercially available 4x4 entry-level cutting machine. This whole setup here is probably around $12,000. Not counting the plasma, of course. You've got to put a good plasma on it. What we're looking at right here is a PowerMax 85.
Okay.
It's running on single-phase power. It can pierce up to 3/4 inch material. I generally use this thing on thinner material. And this morning, my son was using the machine. He was cutting some 1/2 inch steel. You can kind of see the edge quality there. Pretty good. He made some parts. There are headers for over a door for a local construction company that needed them. Last minute order. In fact, we got the order this morning and they're already delivered. So
yeah, what is it, like 11:30 now or so?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but this machine has some really easy to use software. On an entry level machine like this, quite often the operator says, "Oh, I need a part. I need it right now. I'm just going to walk to the machine and design it." And what we actually did this just a minute ago was we designed, say, a wheel flange or a wheel spacer that would work on a Chevy. It's got 5 bolts on a 4.5 inch center line, and you just saw me draw that.
Yeah.
Lance, how long did it take?
2 minutes tops.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to do. And this machine's all set up to cut 1/2 inch steel. I'm not going to cut it right now, but we'll see it simulate cutting. We'll do a little bit of cutting a little bit later, but all I really have to do now, this highlighted green part, is the wheel flange. It's over in the middle of the table, so I'm going to just go up here and click on machine and cut, and then we'll look over at the torch. We'll see it.
All right.
See it moving around the part like it's going to cut that part.
Just goes and does
torch
it.
moves down to the plate. Now it's cutting one of the bolt holes. It's going to retract up, traverse to the next bolt hole. It's going to go around. There's 5 of those. Then it always does the inside holes first, and plasma's directional, so the software has to know that it's going in the correct direction. That gives you the best cut edge.
Okay.
If you cut in the wrong direction, you get a little bit more taper on the cut.
All right.
So this is exactly how fast it would cut this. I think we're set up to cut it at 65 inches a minute. I'm sorry, 65 amps, but probably around 30 inches a minute.
Okay. Yeah, look at that. It kind of keeps track of what's going on.
Yeah, you can either watch it live or you can watch it on the screen.
Oh, wow. That is really cool.
Yeah, I've got to apologize to the machine too. It's a little dirty. It's been seeing a lot of use lately. My son's been working pretty much full time out here in the shop doing some fabricating.
With this fine assistant here?
He's the assistant. That's Ruger. My name's Colt, and my dog's name is Ruger. You got to remember that.
All right, sure.
Now it's cutting the outside contour. So you can see from maybe 2 minutes, as Lance said, 2 minutes of cutting time, and 2 minutes of drawing time, excuse me, and probably less than 2 minutes to actually cut the part. You can see how fast you can go from concept to an actual part in your hand.
Cool.
Yep. A lot of times you realize you designed it so fast and you cut it so fast, and then you realize you left something out. So it is, in some cases, it can be too fast for you.
All right.
But think about this part. How would you make it without this machine?
Well,
what would you do?
I don't know. The holes for the wheel studs, I don't know if I'd really want to attempt to freehand plasma cut that. I'd probably drill press it, probably freehand the outside and freehand the inside, and grind to fit.
How long do you think that'd take?
With everything going well, I don't know, half hour, maybe an hour, somewhere in between.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like the way I used to make them too. And this shop here was originally designed. I built and raced stock cars out of this shop. So it's kind of a small shop. You can see a few trophies up there. Some of the artwork that's gone out of here. Those are all duds. There's something wrong or a defect on every one of those, so we hung them up on the wall.
Just because.
Yeah. Okay. But I used to fabricate stock cars without a handheld plasma. I used oxy-fuel torches. So if you go over and look at my oxy-fuel torches now, over in the corner, you'll see a rosebud tip on them. I don't use a cutting head on the oxy-fuel setup anymore. Let's just see. I don't know. I haven't used this for a while. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I use this to heat stuff up. I don't cut with it.
I don't blame you.
How you doing? This is Jim Colt. We want to just show you another machine in my home shop. This is a little machine. It's a custom-built machine that we're taking to the SEMA show in a couple of weeks out in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Cool.
SEMA is, if you're not familiar with it, it's pretty much the world's biggest hot rod show. It's a lot of fun to go to, and Hypertherm's going to have a booth there. We're going to be demonstrating both handheld plasma cutting as well as machine torch plasma cutting. And if you look at the nest of parts, this was just a test of what we're going to be cutting at the show. This is all 1/4 inch plate, and these are all car parts. Those of you that know cars, this is a Chevy alternator bracket. This is a wheel spacer. If you're building a hot rod and putting airbags in it, this is an airbag mount. Of course, the Hypertherm logo and a bunch of header flanges down here by the looks of it. So we're going to be cutting these parts at the show. And what's unique about this machine is it has built-in fume control. So you don't have to, with the smoke that comes out of the plasma cutting operation isn't going to be billowing out of the table. We can't do that at a trade show. They frown on it.
You won't be gassing your fans.
Yeah, they don't want that to happen.
So this is a sign we're making for Chucky 2009 here.
Yeehaw.
And we got a little welder in here, and we shot some text in there. I'll just show you real quick how we do the text. It's pretty simple. Type it in.
Oh, sure.
And then you got a list of all these different texts you want to do.
Huh.
Pick one. Bam.
And it's there.
Yep. Pretty easy.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty much ready to cut there too.
Okay.
So right now we're just trying to figure out an outline for this because we're going to cut this into the steel.
Okay.
So we'll kind of try to fit it to the drawing there.
Oh, so you can just come up with whatever shape you need.
Oh yeah, the possibilities are endless.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty much it, and all you got left to do is convert your cut paths, which you can go like this on the outside and it will automatically do all the inside ones for us. And that's ready to cut.
Okay, sweet.
So this is our drawing is loaded on here, the one we just did on the computer in there.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and put it on the machine here.
Alright.
And, get ready to cut.
So my son Phil finished that drawing, and now all we need to do is set up the plasma torch. We're going to run it at 45 amps. We're using a PowerMax 65. We just adjust for 45 amps.
Okay.
We get it into cut mode, and basically all he's got to do is push the start button, and we're going to cut this part. Chucky's got a new logo now.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, turn on the blower right here. Now keep in mind this is the first time cutting a new drawing, so we could mess up the first one, so we'll see how it goes.
Alright. Alright, so Phil just finished up the drawing and popped it in the machine. And we went ahead and made a dry run real quick just to make sure everything fits on the plate as advertised. So what are you doing now?
We're just going to select our cut paths here
Okay.
and go to cut.
Machine. He just literally clicked cut. That is awesome. Oh wow, look at that. Oh. That is pretty slick. Well, dang, thank you. Just sliced it out. What do you think the total cut time was for that?
I can tell you actually.
Okay.
So, time to cut was 1 minute 55 seconds.
That's amazing.
And that was, let's see, 325 inches.
Of cut. Wow. All right. That's impressive.
Yeah.
So our experienced operator here was able to draw that out in a few minutes and cut it out in like 2 minutes. So if you were going to make this for someone and sell it or something, you could probably turn that whole thing out in less than 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Or
Yep.
maybe even 5.
Yep.
That is awesome.